material in the last 10 years, he has still managed to influence the biggest selling artists of the last 10 years, the new generation, your Akons, your Justin Timberlakes, your Rihannas, and more, have all, and Britney Spears even, have all been heavily influenced by this man who's just managed to stay at the top of his game without even releasing a record. This is a man who last year sold an incredible amount of catalogue albums, his 25th anniversary copy of Thriller, X Factor. Simon Cowell was a fan. They celebrated him on the show at the end of last year. So Michael has had a media presence only in the last 5 years, and the signs were looking good that this would be the year we'd see him back on stage doing what I believe he does best, if he was hopefully fit and able to do it. And the rumours were that he has been in studio ready to release new material, a new album at the end of this year.
Yeah, there's also been a lot of rumours about his financial situation. Over recent years, we were told that he'd gone bust and that he had to do these tours because there was any way he was going to earn any cash, which he desperately needed. And, of course, there was a court case earlier on this year which he was supposed to appear at, but he didn't, and that was to do with a breach of contract. So his finances are very murky, to say the least, aren't they?
Absolutely, and obviously we've been hearing the last few weeks that there was a potential, another litigation was filed in LA with the story that Michael had agreed to perform a series of comeback shows with his brothers. That lawsuit had recently been filed. Also, his former manager, Raymond Bain, was suing him for lack of return, lack of money, and reneging on a contract. So they were two cases that have just come up in the last 2 months. And yes, Michael was meant to attend court in London at the end of last year, but settled out of court, an undisclosed sum with a member of the Middle Eastern royal family who had been helping Michael since 2003. So yes, we've had, whilst we've had obviously this great story from his fan that Michael will potentially be coming back on stage, yes, there's been so many stories regarding his financial setup, and obviously these concerts would have helped him enormously.
What's the situation of where he's living at the moment? I was reading that this is a rented house described as a French chateau, because obviously he did live in the very well-known Neverland Ranch, but he sold that a couple of years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he actually still has a stake actually in the company that took on Neverland, so he actually still has a claim of that iconic property which so many of us will always associate him with. And yes, the rumours I've heard is that he's been living in rented accommodation in Los Angeles. In the last few years, he went to Brunei. Rumours that he travelled to Dublin. He stayed there for a few months. Rumours that he looked for a chateau, yes, you say, in France. But and Las Vegas as well. Jackson's been associated with Las Vegas a lot in the last 3 or 4 years, actually. And rumours that they wanted to bring
let
Michael
me just come in there, because we're getting reports from the Los Angeles Times which are saying that Michael Jackson has died. They're quoting city and law enforcement sources. This is on the Reuters news agency. Los Angeles Times citing city and law enforcement sources saying that pop star Michael Jackson has died. This appears to be the official confirmation that we were waiting for. The TMZ website did report this some 20 minutes or so ago, but it now seems that the Los Angeles Times have had confirmation from city and law enforcement sources. 50-year-old pop star Michael Jackson has died. Kevin, as we were saying, extremely shocking news this evening.
Yeah, as a fan, I'm really sad to hear this news, and millions of people around the world will be in shock tonight. It's been speculated about the state of his health for many years, but yeah, it's just incredibly shocking. I actually can't believe I'm on the phone with you hearing those words, and I'm still in a bit of denial, hoping that the rumours, the story's not true. But if it is the case, it's a very sad day, because music's lost the greatest selling artist of all time, a true music icon, humanitarian, yes, a man with controversy, and a man who's had, we all know what he's been through in the last 10 years, but yes, a family man, just a fantastic entertainer. It's a truly sad day.
And an extremely sad day, and a man who has a huge legacy, which is probably extremely hard to sum up.
Yes, when we talk about influence and when we talk about icons, in my opinion, there is nobody greater. And in terms of popular modern music in the last 50 years, Michael Jackson has set the benchmark in everything, in music, in video, in production, in dance, in choreography. And I don't know, actually, if anyone else can ever take his crown. I don't think anyone else has the talent or the ability to to replace Michael Jackson. It's cliche, I know, to say this tonight, but there is only one Michael Jackson, and if we've lost him tonight, it's a very sad day.
I can hear you're obviously extremely emotional. The Press Association are now also confirming those reports that Michael Jackson has died. And it's shocking, not least because he was just 50 years old and he had so much ahead of him. He was about to embark on this almost career relaunch of this 50-date tour in the UK, which was much anticipated by his fans.
Yeah, this was going to be the ultimate comeback. This was going to be an amazing show. The rumours I've been hearing is that Michael had been rehearsing 2-3 different set lists, was prepared to use amazing technology. The staging of the O2 was going to be incredible apparently for the show. He'd been rehearsing non-stop for the last 3 weeks, using a range of dancers, a range of production talent. And this was going to be, and I was looking forward to being in the front row on the opening night, an amazing show, an amazing comeback from a man who hadn't been on stage since 1997. And I think millions of viewers tuning in Sky tonight, people around the world, if they've seen or got the chance to see Michael Jackson live, they'll know just how electrifying he was on stage. From that moonwalk spin, from Billie Jean, from the iconic Thriller dance, no one could touch him. No one could touch him, and it's I just can't believe that he won't be appearing on stage ever again. It's incredible.
OK, Kevin, thank you very much for your thoughts this evening. This is the LA Times, which are reporting that Michael Jackson has died. They're saying that